I failed 6th grade, bro.
You failed 6th
How
grade.
did you fail 6th grade?
Bro, just
Yeah, it's impossible to fail. There's
no-
like everyone just gives you a
It's not,
pass.
how did you fail 6th grade,
I
bro?
did.
It's just, man, like.
no. Like I said, home life wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame them. I wasn't even a decent student until really high school. I graduated with 3.2 in high school. I was in the Key Club, but it was a fight. It was a fight.
Oh, I thought you said you fought.
No, it was a fight.
Oh.
I got in plenty.
what I thought,
I got
too,
I got in plenty of fights in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, in 6th grade?
Yeah, I got arrested in 6th grade for fighting.
What did you get? Okay, well, hold on. How did you get into this fight? And then why did you get arrested from this fight?
Well, first of all, let me backtrack.
Sounds like two separate incidents, right?
Yeah.
Like, got in a fight,
how did
but
we
then I
go?
got
How did we?
arrested.
No. It was just a fight to do well in school. I wasn't interested.
Okay.
I wasn't interested
Neither
at
was I.
all.
Neither was I.
Like, and that's why I was talking about the curriculums,
Yeah.
right? Have you ever heard of the book The War on Boys?
Mm-mm.
There's this book about basically like how things are not really set up for boys. I'm not a tinfoil hatter on this or anything like that, but I do believe that how old are you in 6th grade?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
give or
something
take.
like that.
Sure.
You really want to sit there and read like Edgar Allan Poe? No, bro. Like, it's not interesting. I believe that little boys at that age, if I could make the curriculums, they'd be changing tires, like learning how to frame a wall, learning how to change some sheetrock.
Love that.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
that's
would
sweet.
love that, man.
right.
How to
Put that-
draft up
put
a
him to-
contract.
Dude, put him to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually
Slip
working.
in some
the thing
fine
is,
print and see if they point
okay,
it out. Like,
As
that would
a
be
young
good.
kid,
Teach
what
them
you're trying to instill in them,
contracts,
you're not
yeah.
necessarily giving them knowledge that they can use later in life. You're teaching them how to learn and you're teaching them discipline.
Well, it's really critical.
Those are the two things that are actually valuable as a kid. But they've determined that in order to teach kids how to learn and discipline, it's through homework and reading. Edgar Allan Poe.
I think just like, basic reading skills I think are important, basic math skills, but then I think
Agreed.
it's critical thinking.
1,000%. And I'll tell you
Yeah,
another
man.
thing too, is that in America particularly, I can't speak for other countries, but if you're not in a point in your life where you care about the subject, I don't think you're going to hear it. I am more into geopolitics and social studies today than I have ever been. I watch Wendover videos. I watch Johnny Harris videos, just trying to understand
Good channels.
Yeah, bro, he's good,
Yeah,
man.
Wendover's great.
Wendover's
Yeah.
smoke, bro. And like we nerd out. We're sending each other videos about, why the Mississippi River is the most powerful river in the world.
Tom
And-
Scott too.
yeah, bro. Bro, I nerd out on this shit at night, man. And you could have showed me that video in 6th grade and I'd have been like trying to pass a note to some little girl or throw paper across the room at my friend that's on the football team or just whatever it was, man. I'm just not interested. But I think if little boys could do things with their hands, learn how to do things that are going to be helpful in the world, that'll also help the little girls. And I'm not even opposed to teaching little girls how to change a tire. I'm not opposed to that. I'm just saying for the little boys, I don't think it's something that they resonate with at that age. And I was just completely checked out. I was thinking about football practice or whatever else, and it's certainly not because I'm not intelligent. I just didn't care. And I didn't make good grades. I didn't want to do my homework. And I sure as hell didn't want to study for a test that I didn't care about. So it was just, one of those things. Now I was labeled a 504 student.
What is
You know,
that?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the kind of kid that like needs his test rigged to him.
Oh,
Mhm.
got it. Okay.
It is what it is. And I look back at that time in my life, I think it was good for me.
So as you're about to hear shortly, running a business smoothly can be fairly challenging. Trying to keep all of your goals, tasks, and data organized among several softwares could be quite confusing and often takes more time than it's worth. Well, if you want to help restructure your business and you don't know where to start, just remember these three numbers from our sponsor NetSuite. It's 36,000, 25, and 1.
36,000 because over 36,000 companies have already upgraded to NetSuite and stopped wasting time on things like manual data entry and sifting through scattered data. 25 because NetSuite has spent 25 years helping businesses drive down their costs. And 1 because NetSuite is an all-in-one solution that allows you to manage all of your KPIs or key performance indicators with one efficient system. NetSuite helps reduce the mistakes of manual data entry, and trust me guys, with manual data entry, there will always be mistakes, and they also help prevent the busy work scaling with your business.
So get a full picture of your business and help make better decisions faster. So make sure to download NetSuite's popular KPIs checklist for free right now at netsuite.com/iced.
Once again, guys, it's netsuite.com/iced netsuite.com/iced and get your free KPI checklist today. Once again, guys, it's free and it's netsuite.com/iced. Thank you so much, NetSuite, and back to the podcast.
But how do you go from there to getting arrested? There's a big gap.
The 6th grade fight to arrest. I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like we got to address that.
I'll tell you, we lived in a neighborhood before I moved to this town called Denham Springs. And it was, I was like the only white kid. And I learned a lot from the culture of being the only white kid and seeing certain things. And so there was a lot of fights in that neighborhood. I moved to this all white school pretty much. And some kid popped off to me and I was hard at that time. And I busted him up pretty good. And
what did he say to you?
Dude, I can't even remember now. He was just...
How did it make you feel at the time, though? I bet you remember the emotions that went through your mind as soon as you said that.
It was actually one of those things where it's like, all right, cool, catch me when you get off the bus. So he lived in the front of the neighborhood. I can't believe I'm even saying this. He lived in the front of the neighborhood. And he walked from the front of the neighborhood all the way to the back of the neighborhood. And I met him in the street.
And it was you versus him?
Yeah, and some parents broke it up.
And you actually, it was a fight.
Yeah, of course.
Who threw the first punch? Was that you or was he?
You're talking to two guys who we've never been into a fight.
Well, I've been in a fight. I just lost.
Were you actually in a fight?
With Michael Reeves.
Oh, right. Yeah. He did a boxing match. Okay.
That doesn't
that
really
doesn't count. Yeah.
No,
So
I've
never been into a fight. So I don't. Yeah.
Oh God, I've been in 4 or 5 fights in my adult life.
Okay.
Oh, but that's actually kind of common in the South. People in the South.
No, I think the culture there is
quicker
a lot
to fight.
different.
Yeah. And look, I'm not championing this shit either. I'm not sitting here saying it's cool. I don't feel cool or manly to tell you about this. Just in case some.
No, we're just curious.
No, I'm just telling.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, man, because I know there's going to be always young men watching what I say, and so if I can back away from one today, I will. Now, if I can't, and you get close enough, I'm going to hit you first.
Where do you know the line between walking away and standing up for yourself? We had
a
really good conversation with Patrick Bet-David.
Right.
And he
saw
said,
it. I actually watched that episode.
If the other kid swings first, you got to defend yourself, and that's up to you. If you can't de-escalate, you fight back.
There's actually something that you said in there that I would teach my son differently.
Sure.
And or Patrick said maybe, is he has to hit you first. My personal rule is I'm going to tell you I don't want to, and I'm going to try to step away. But if you get back in range, there's definitely a jab cross coming. I will definitely hit you first because I don't want to fight you in the first place. And the mistake I made in that bar is after he hit the floor, I tried to grab him by the back. I dropped to a knee and tried to grab him by the back of the head and really wear his ass out. And one of his buddies came up behind me, actually a bit bigger than me. And I just got lucky because I was able to get it. And they were all 3 trying to hit me, but I was kind of covered up because he was over me. And it's just like, I don't promote fighting. If I leave here today and somebody tries to fight me and I think I can walk away, I absolutely will, regardless of pride or ego. But when they get you in a corner, I'm not going to wait for them to hit me first. I already know they want to hit me. I've been in enough fights to know what his eyes look like, what his intentions are. I can see his fist balled up, And then when you actually get in a fight, you get this very shaky feeling inside of you. It's actually very, it's like a bone chilling feeling. It's the adrenaline coming in your body so you can not feel things. And I know what that's like. I know when somebody has an intention. I've been in at least 12, 15 in my life. So I know what it's like. And I'm also not, the only time I've ever met somebody for a fight was that fight I was telling you about.
Everything else is spur of the moment.
Everything else was, boom, boom. And it's over quick, man.
Have you ever lost a fight?
No, I've not. Well, 3rd grade, I got my nose busted. Yeah, I got my nose busted.
You got your nose busted? It was bleeding and everything?
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
God. How that happened?
I got in a fight with this kid. I can't believe we're talking about
This is the last fight. Okay, this is the last fight. And then we're going to go to all the inspiring, business building. And then we got other, stuff in store.
I didn't know y'all were so interested in the subject. Y'all should have had Tate on. Bro.
No, keep going. Okay.
There's this kid messing with my sister on the bus. I did what I did. It went very much in my favor. And then the next day I was walking off the bus and he kicked me and then he ran to an open seat and laid down on the seat and started kicking. So when I went to hit him,
he did that move.
He just laid down.
Okay, that's not a cool move.
It was like a backwards turtle kicking.
Right. I know exactly that move.
Went right into it.
Yeah.
So whatever.